Greetings everybody, this is Domingo with you today. Hope you're doing fantastic. Today we're going to be looking at Anyviewer software. It is a remote desktop software solution where it'll allow you to cast screens and also use it for remote connectivity. So I have the software installed here. As you can see, it's Anyviewer version 5.3.0 and it's the latest version. Then it shows all my info and then it shows the device to connect to. So we're going to get started with looking at this main screen. So the main options you have here are Connect, Device, and Settings. So the settings here shows you the Accept Remote Control, Accept Temporary Control, and also shows you to allow logged in devices to connect with one click. And you can also set a security code. And then for unattended settings, you can check Allow Temporary Security Code every time the software starts and allow it to accept remote control. For the controller, it shows you here the options that you can set by default. Keyboard, there's keyboard commands. Security options, where it locks the interface. Network, where it shows you proxy settings, username settings, port and password. And then also your basic settings, where it shows your name, desktop, English, and everything else. And then it also shows you a device code here, a device ID. So you can copy that device ID and then you can get started with everything else. So this allows you to point and touch. Security code has been disabled, temporary security access code, and request to control has been enabled. So we're going to get right to showing you the control setting. So we're going to go to device, we're going to show the device is connected, then we're going to go to mobile screen mirroring. And then what we're going to do is you can also download this on your phone and then you can use a QR code to scan it. So if you take your iPhone or Android, you can scan the QR code and then you can open the app and install it. And then what it'll do is on your phone, it'll show you the list of devices. And then we're just going to press that. And then we're just going to cast our screen. So we're going to view the screen right now. So I am connecting to my iPhone, and then on the iPhone I have to select Start Broadcast to get started. So what you're seeing is my iPhone screen and then stop the broadcast. So it'll say connection timeout here, but what you're looking at here is my iPhone in real time. So you can see that I'm currently connected to my iPhone on the share screen. So it's really cool so that you can look at all the stuff that I have on here. And then we can look at the camera. Whoa, trippy. And then there I am right here. Hello, good to see you. And then you can just use, my iPhone can be used right then and there. So it's a pretty useful feature. So I'm using an iPhone 13. And then the options that you can click on here, they have HD and then ultra high quality. So you can set it to ultra high quality. And then if you have a little bit of a slower computer, you can go to balanced. Then you can set up to 60 frames per second. So the frames move a little bit smoother. And then you can look at apps on here. So that way you can see what we can do. So you can go right and say YouTube on the phone right here. And you can look at all the stuff that you can see here. There's all my videos that I've seen. And yeah. It works really good. It also works for Android and iOS as well. So we're just going to cut something here. There's a successful screenshot, and then you can just view the screenshot of what we captured and it saves it into your folder. So we're just going to look at this screenshot that we just captured and it saves it in Documents, Anyviewer Screenshot. So we're just going to double click that and we're going to show you the screenshot that we just saved here. And it's going to open it in an image viewer or Paint. So there it is. There's a screenshot of my phone captured right onto the computer. Really good. And then what you can do is you can also go to Adaptive or Original Ratio. So here, this is the original ratio of the phone, where you can scroll down and then just look at your phone in real time and then just see what goes on. And then you can also look at games on here. And then it adapts to whatever is being cast. And then you can set the screen to adapt so that it adapts natively like this. So I'm just testing out Destiny Rising to make sure that it casts properly. And so far it's doing a really good job. It's doing an amazing job where it shows the actual game on my phone and then the game on my screen. Then you can also do a screen recording of the whole thing as well. So you can do screen records. If you want to put stuff from your phone to your computer, this is a great way to capture it. So, and it just depends on the response time of your internet connection as well, because on my phone I'm already on the title screen, but here with you have screen capture, it may slow down a little bit. So we're just going to press on the screen, and then it'll show a notice. Then there will be a maintenance notice, which we've already gone through. So sometimes it takes a little bit for it to go through. And then you can just stop the screen recording, and then you can view the screen recording in the folder. So as you can see, I already stopped it. So that way, it just depends on your computer. If you have a really speedy computer, then it works really good here. So we're just gonna exit out of the phone, and then it automatically adapts, which is really cool. And then here, I think it's just to end the connection. So you just press end, and it just gives you the option to rate the Anytime Viewer, and we can close out of that. And then you can go to GoToMyPC, and then we can do a screen wall where we can add the screen wall. It says here, open multiple screens after upgrading to Enterprise. Okay, so we don't have Enterprise, so we don't need to do that. We're just going to close that. And then if you have Enterprise, you can upgrade to various other screens, which we don't need to do that right now. So we're going to go to GoToMyPC. Then we're going to do mobile screen mirroring, but it wants you to scan the code as well. So there you go. That's one way that you can get your phone screen onto the Android, or your phone screen onto your PC, which is really, really cool. So you just double click that, and then you go view screen, and then if you have the app installed, you just answer it to answer the request, and then you need to live stream your screen to record this feature, and then you just start the broadcast, and then it'll appear right on your screen like here. And there you go. That's how you do it, and it's a pretty seamless process. You don't really need to be a tech expert, and you can just end it right there. So there you go. Hopefully this review helped you, and if you have any more questions, just leave me a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for more. I'll see you next time.